Iceman.
Sandy! Sandy!
White chocolate.
Sandy!
Raindrops. Old school. T, come on. I'm burning.
Like, what is it that Sharif Cooper hasn't done that I could say he should do to say he's done it all?
He won that championship. That was it.
Everything. He's done everything. He's scored a lot of assists.
The only thing that can cap off his career is becoming Mr. Basketball.
So why is it that when I watch Juwan Odom, did I feel like he's the best player? Every time I watch Juwan Odom play, I feel like I'm seeing something special. Like I'm seeing something that I'm not gonna maybe not see again. I said that for a long time. BJ Boston was my favorite high school player in Georgia. I don't get that feeling that I'm seeing something I'll never see again.
I just might just leave.
Yeah, let's start the show, Rock. Start the show, Rock.
Hey, let me. So Locke want to come back when he see we get a thousand. We get 1,000.
What? Oh man, don't start that. Don't start that. Don't start that. Don't start that.
Bryce went for a 40 ball yesterday.
Don't start that.
I thought we was bringing him off the bench for one more weekend because he's still stuck
Off the bench.
Hey, look. How many times is Locke the first person to log in and be ready for the show? Locke was bright and early this week, boy.
Hey, man, damn, I fell asleep, man. Shit, I'm gonna wake up. Shit, all right, I'm gonna hop on.
Man, y'all boy crazy.
See, hey, he seen them numbers. He was like, shit, let me jump back in the mix. I'm,
Man, the numbers were high because they want to see Locke's way predictions.
Locke went down, looked at the stat sheet. Bryce had 45 on 17 shots.
Hey,
What the?
nah, we ain't talking about the same Bryce then. This Brew.
Hey, you can talk about who you can call me what you want, but shit, numbers don't lie, my guy. So
hold on, ain't we a team? Why y'all trying to single me out?
That's how I'm doing you just how the kids do.
Oh man.
Hey, so I'm gonna single you out a little bit because you don't always give Bryce his just due when Bryce gets busy. And Bryce got busy.
I do in the group chat. I told him he did his thing.
He ain't listen to it though. He ain't listen to that till last.
Right. Rock don't watch the show when he ain't on.
He ain't watch it.
How y'all know I ain't watching?
Cause you can't just tap on the link on Twitter anymore from your phone. You got to do it from your computer. So I know you ain't watch it. I know you ain't. The link don't just sit like on your phone like you see anymore.
Dude,
Talk to Bryce. Talk to him.
First of all, I'm on the computer every day, all day. So I did look at some snippets of it.
Okay.
Didn't watch the entire show.
What snippet did you look at?
I just really watched like the 15, 20 minutes of it. Then after I started disagreeing with you in my head, I got off.
Dre, he sound like one of them kids who got caught cheating on the test and he don't know the answer. We sound like right now.
See, what had happened was,
hey, why y'all doing me? Like, why y'all doing me?
Because you are God, dog.
Oh, man.
And I was doing Huff show and Locke gonna comment talking about he can't see my neck.
Oh, you seen that?
So look, Huff trying to keep a straight face because that's the work job. You know what I'm saying? Huff trying to keep a straight face. He looking at me laughing. I'm looking at Huff laughing. We both laughing at Locke. I can't even put the comment on the screen.
Hey, I was so ready for you to put the comment up.
I was cracking up, dying laughing.
Hey man, shout out to Huff, man. I went to see Huff play Saturday.
After out of all the adversity that Huff and that team have faced all season, as far as, and we talk for those who are joining, welcome to Love of the Game podcast. This is the best grassroots basketball podcast in the country. No doubt about it. Hands down, we own it.
We ain't got time for them other networks.
Hey, that's how you feel.
Nah, I'm just
That's
kidding.
how you feel.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm
Talk
just
to
kidding.
him, B.
Nah,
Oh man,
Talk to
B.
him.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding because
No, that's how you feel, B.
nah, it's room for everybody to eat. I'm just kidding. I was just kidding.
It is wrong, but we're still the best. And that's just point blank, period. So, let's compete. Guys, I do want to say real quick before we get into anything else. If you're watching this on Twitter, which I see that many of you are right now, if you're watching this on Twitter, Twitter is getting rid of the Periscope platform. What does that mean to you? That in March, which is only about a week away, you may not be able to access our show from Periscope. So you may not see our show live on Twitter and just be able to click the tweet and watch and join along with us. So make sure that you go to the Love of the Game podcast on YouTube, that you hit subscribe, turn notifications on every time we go live with new content. You'll get an update to join us. We're also on Twitch. We're also on Facebook. Join us anywhere, but Twitter is kind of shaky right now. In March, we'll see if they give us the option to continue to give you a live feed. So, but you don't want to miss out.
Well, I hope they fix it because I know sometimes I even like to go back and watch them, and it's kind of hard to watch. It's very difficult from your phone. I know you can do it on your computer, so I hope whatever they're doing, they get it done soon.
They have. They've been making a lot of. They've been making it tough. So we'll see. But I know how it is when you're getting rid of a product. So state tournaments happened. Do we have anything else to talk about before we get to the state tournament? Because I want to save that for last, honestly.
I can talk about if people want to play college ball, they definitely need to look at NAI. Like me going to Huff's game against Carver Columbus, that was a high level game that I truly enjoyed. And I'm looking at this game, I'm like, whoa, some of these high school kids think they can play Division One. They can't play at that level.
No.
I felt the same way. Like I went to see Huff and them play against Dalton State earlier in the year. And yeah, I ain't gonna say some. It's a good 70% of high school kids in Georgia who think that they better than NAI that couldn't play in that game.
Yeah, they play hard, competed. It's physical. You ain't getting a lot of foul calls either.
I mean, we went early on the season and watched Life play, and they had at least 3 Division I transfers.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's not like you're not playing against high level dudes. Still very tough.
These NAIA schools recruiting y'all need, especially 2021 class. You're in a difficult situation with your recruiting.
I would also, along the lines of what you started, I would also say that if you really want to pursue basketball at the next level, you also need to look at junior college.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I have been, and I know it's not something that's the most attractive, but I have been following junior college basketball this year more than I ever have, at least via live stream and tweets and stuff like that.
He's finally a believer, Mondre.
No. I was
Did we make Bryce a believer in
NAI? Hey, I couldn't sell Bryce on the JUCO 3 years ago.
Wow.
No. No. That's not my point. No, I never had any. I don't have any issues with junior college basketball. I'm just saying, like, I just never really watched it because that wasn't what I didn't have a purpose to watch it.
You ain't had any kids in JUCO.
I didn't have any connection to it. So now I have had kids go from Division I to JUCO, from post grad to JUCO, and I watch it just to see. So now I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's going on a little bit more. It's not like I don't have an issue with it, but I know there's.
But now you see why I used to try to send a lot of kids to JUCO.
Yeah, but the thing is, you still, even with that, I'm noticing you don't gas him up.
Please don't gas him up. His
Yes.
head is not gonna be able to fit on the screen if y'all keep
Hey,
Don't do this.
Hey, I love Miss Carr. Hey, Miss Carr,
Carr.
people calling me about Cohen.
Miss
I
Carr,
do too.
please,
And
Miss Carr, go back to our last show and watch how many and check how many viewers we had in 24 hours. Locke was no longer, he was not a part of that championship run.
Bro, that was just game one.
He pulled he pulled a Avery Bradley on us and said he would not be into the bubble, and like, nah, bro. So anyway,
for any coaches listening, Cohen Carr is
basketball stuff.
special.
Oh yeah, Cohen Carr. Yeah, Cohen Carr is different.
Special.
If he would like a Canes jersey, I have some new ones for him.
I have 2 man-up jerseys for you too,
I'm not gonna get to that anyway.
and shoes,
But
and a sweatsuit.
I ain't got no shoes for you. I ain't got no shoes for you. But yeah, so as I'm watching junior college basketball, I'm noticing that more people follow it than I knew of. That's my point. And the way the recruiting is going now, the offers to junior college kids are rolling in every day. If you have been noticing it, I pay attention to it.
Yes.
So if you're in a situation where you're a 2021 kid and you may not be able to find a prep school to do a 5th year, then junior college is also a good option because you can still get recruited. You know what I mean? Like it's
Hey, let's keep it a buck and not just keep it to 2021 kids. 2022 kids are in a difficult situation as well.
No, most definitely.
It's like everybody got an extra year due to COVID. And there's no, as of right now, the dead period is extended through May 31st. So we may not get a live period until July or June. Who knows? I don't know.
Live person, you'll get a online live. Yeah.
So like it's gonna be tough for 2022s as well. Better pay attention.
A lot of JUCO kids, even from the state of Georgia, I've noticed are getting offered. Like Drew Drennan got offered. I don't know if you guys remember him.
He got offered from UAB.
Correct. Obviously DJ Patrick has gotten a plethora of offers.
Yep.
One of my kids, Vontaris Woodbright, that I talked about 2 years ago, had just had a triple double. He got offered from Coastal Carolina out of Thomasville.
Yep.
Like JUCO kids are blowing up. Like, and is at the point that's where college coaches are looking
right now. That's where they're really going. Dang. Yeah, that's where they're looking.
JUCO kids, post-grad kids, like they want, college coaches want, which we've been saying this for how many months now on this show? For I feel like
over a year.
Yeah. I feel like this time last year we were saying this already, that college coaches want older kids, more mature kids.
But you know what's making it good? It's making kids who had the buzz. Like someone like Drew Drennan. Drew Drennan was a big high school name. Things didn't work out in New Mexico. He went to JUCO for a year or two, redeemed himself. Now he's getting recruited by UAB.
And when we say big high school name too, for those who may not understand Drew Drennan, like we're talking about ESPN game, last second game winning shot, big name high school kid.
Nah, and I'm not saying that you're going to go to a junior college and start. I'm just saying keep the option open that if you want to continue to play basketball, that to keep it open. That's
all. Yeah,
I know.
Look at all your options.
Yeah,
I told the kid after a region tournament game, I said, man, look, you can't ever, and I would tell any player this, your path is not going to be the same path as Colin Sexton or Sharif Cooper or whatever. Your path may not be that, and that's okay. I could name you more kids who had to go post-grad to JUCO to then Division I to then grinding it out, as a college player and then becoming a pro overseas or something like that. Then you can name the kid that went one and done and went to the lottery. You know what I mean? Like you can't give up on yourself. You got to be willing to get to that next level by any means necessary. And your path to that may be a little bit different.
And
everybody's story is different.
And DJ Patrick right now is really hot because of what you said, because he did it 5th year, so he did his post grad and then he did JUCO. So thankfully, the COVID kind of helps him out because he goes into his 4-year school with 4 years left. So he goes in as a freshman. So if you think about it, this guy is a 6'6", 6'7.5", 6'7" wing. That's a 2021 kid now.
Yeah, and got 2 years of experience
And
playing.
2 years of experience playing at a high level. So now you're talking about, I guess, I don't know how old he is, 19, 20, as opposed to a 17-year-old. I'm obviously going to take the 20-year-old. So it's not, it's not a bad thing if you really are serious about it and you're like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. What I like, you still can have options to find somewhere to play.
One thing that Locke put me onto, and I didn't know until I think it was maybe last year, 2 years ago, about the ability to even go to JUCO and redshirt. Like, you have to be willing to do, if you want to play at the next level, you have to be open to taking an alternate route sometimes, especially during these times when we don't know if coaches are going to be out traveling again this year. We know they won't up until May 31st. We don't know what happens after that, but I mean, those live streams, especially when you don't have the SUV TV live stream and the cameras on the damn ceiling of the gym, like I'm telling you, talking to college coaches, man, I don't care what they sell you at some of those venues. That camera on the ceiling, man, it's tough to gauge a kid's body, what they look like, how explosive they are, what's their body language when they get put on the bench. Like, it's a lot of things
they are
from that.
Yeah, it's definitely hard because, like you say, Dre, we talk to college coaches all the time. They always say how big Easy really is.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell on the film.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, Bryce, and maybe I could talk a lot too about this, man. Let's talk about AAU recruiting. That's going real heavy right now. How you doing?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Maybe
I should ask a lot too. How are y'all doing?
What you mean? I don't recruit. I just show up. I don't recruit.
Hey,
how are y'all doing?
I've been in the game too long to answer those type of questions, man. I'm not one of them dudes who's gonna be posting my roster in February.
I didn't tell you to tell me your roster. I just asked how you were doing.
I'm always doing all right. Hey, what do you mean? I told you all I need is one player. You give me one player, I'm good. So if I got anything else to put around that one prospect, we gonna figure it out.
I 100% agree with you, Bryce. Give me one guy who want to make it. I'm gonna make sure he makes it.
That's how I function. If I have one guy if I feel like I have one really, 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 really good guy, I'm okay. But I think I have more than one really, really, really good guy coming.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know anything. I can't say anything until it's that time, because I know how people do. They'll hit you up on Wednesday or Thursday of the week of and say, man, we're gonna go this way or we're gonna do that. So I really don't either.
I'm after it right now, B. So I definitely feel you. I'm getting after it. We're making a lot of phone calls. Can I tell you this year? And I'll put myself out there because nobody wants to look silly. So I'll do it. I'll make fun of myself. I had a kid blow me off this year for a program I had never even heard of. Have y'all seen the Georgia Outlaws play before?
The kid from Chattahoochee. The kid from Chattahoochee.
Gave me a stiff arm, bro.
But why you put the program on blast like that, like you never heard of him?
No, I'm just being honest. I'm not talking.
So you didn't see them on Uncle Drew list?
I did.
No,
I didn't look past.
That's messed up.
I didn't look past 30 anyway. So.
No, Locke. Have you heard of them though? Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Are they a good program? So look, I say this, and this is why I brought it up, and I called the name of the program.
But Dre, are you a good program?
I did not hate on their program to the parent. I didn't even tell the parent that I had never heard of them before. I didn't do it. So
okay, so can you make your recruiting pitch? And you're a little fuzzy right now. You're going in and out. But can you make your recruiting pitch to that kid right now Like, can we hear what you said to him?
Can I make my recruiting pitch to that kid right now?
Dre don't fall for that.
Why would I do that?
I just want to hear what you said to him.
My recruiting. Okay, so
there you go.
My recruiting pitch to every kid is a little different. But you know, the first question that I ask, and I'm having a blast asking this. The first question that I ask is, what do you want? I'm asking them, the parent, what is it that you want? Right? So I asked this parent that. I talked to them. I asked them what offers they have. They felt like they really didn't have anything solid or that they could sign. So I try to have a conversation with them about what they want.
This is a 2021 kid that you're talking about.
It's a 2021 kid. Because it doesn't matter what program you're going to or where you came from or whatever. If I can't get you what you want, then you're not going to be happy with me either.
So he's playing unsigned with the Georgia Shot Callers?
Outlaws.
See,
oh, man. Oh, y'all are disrespectful.
No, not y'all. Man. I never disrespected their program.
I hope they playing on the radar so we could just match up.
I never disrespected their program.
I didn't even start the conversation. I just so he's playing unsigned with the Georgia Outlaws.
Yeah, it's the same team he played with last year.
What's the kid name?
Well, I gotta put all of that on blast, man. I didn't want to.
I'm trying to figure out if he been in my inbox too.
Hey, Bryce know the kid.
Bryce knows the kid. And I did bring your name up. Bryce
hold a daggone minute. So the kid,
Bryce, this the same kid. What I said, your dad is not the handler. This is the handler.
Hold up. So the kid told you he was playing. Oh boy. So the kid told you he was playing on another team.
No. The dad did. The dad did.
Okay, yeah.
But you remember, Bryce? Remember what I had said?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Remember I said when we met that kid, I said your dad can't be the handler.
So look. But look, I reached out to the kid in the DMs, bro, after the game or whatever, just to let him know, hey, look, I was here to watch you play.
He's solid too. He's solid.
Like what you do. I think he is solid.
Yeah, he's a solid guard. Got size too.
Hey man, that dude did not answer my DM and left me on red, dog. Like I was tripping. But I brought all that up to say this, to make fun of myself, number one, because I don't care. But I brought it up to say this. Do y'all ever say anything negative about another program when you're recruiting?
No.
I never did.
I don't either.
That's not even my concern.
But you know why? You know why I don't, Dre? And what I realized as doing when doing older kids, I realized, especially like with basketball, it's so many basketball players.
Yes.
There's not a shortage of basketball players. So so like a couple of weeks ago, I sent a kid a DM like, "Yo, what's good? When you playing, I'm gonna come check you out. I like what you're doing. You're always welcome to come run with us." He's like, "Man, I might run with this team," and I was like, "Cool." But you know what? I keep posting my stuff. I still business as usual. You know what I'm saying? I keep it moving.
For sure.
I'm not gonna be mad at him. That's cool. Like I hope it works out. If it doesn't, maybe I'll be here, maybe I won't. But I'm not gonna talk about I'm not because it's another kid down the street, and that's the other thing. These kids need to realize that it's somebody else across the street that's your height.
It's good.
And
good.
and be humble.
And that is humble, that might be willing to work harder and be coached. So like that's why I don't trip. Like, okay, well.
One thing that's important too that I want to make sure parents and kids understand, and I feel like this is the thing. An organization that plans on being around for a while, we understand that my relationship with Bryce or with Coach G over at AC Georgia, or Julio for the Celtics, or Damon with Team Dickerson, my relationship with those guys will last for the next 10, 15, 20 years. They're still going to be around. You're going to be gone in a year or two. Right? So like, I'm not gonna tear down, or I feel like we shouldn't tear down another organization or another program when those guys are going to be guys that we deal with on a regular basis, versus for somebody, you know what I mean? For somebody that's you shouldn't do that. And I feel like guys that do probably aren't necessarily planning to be around very long. They're only planning to build this good team and then get out of it.
And I also don't talk about anybody negatively because I understand what goes into the day to day. And I understand that with the outcomes of playing for Celtics organization, what it could do for you, playing for a Georgia Tech opportunity,
for sure.
What kind of scholarship you might be provided, or what kind of McDonald's All-American nomination. So how can I talk about somebody that is helping somebody?
Hey, I talked to a kid today I have never bumped heads in recruiting with the Celtics and Team Dickerson so much in my life.
You must be shooting. You must be shooting for stars then.
I have no idea. Hey, Coach, I have no idea.
He's shooting it up there.
But listen, this evening, I'm on the phone with a kid, and the mom tells me, I think the kid or the mom tells me that the Celtics is recruiting him. And I said, man, that's great. Fantastic opportunity. It's one of the most historic, organizations in our, in our community. Here's what I can do for you. But if you have that opportunity, man, hey, man, that's great. But I'm sitting back to myself thinking, well, damn, am I doing something right? Did I bump ahead with those guys, or am I doing something wrong?
You're doing something right. But then, too, you ain't hating. How I look at this stuff, too. I feel like the same dudes that hate on other programs when they're trying to recruit a kid be the same dude hating on you when they trying to holler at a girl. Oh, you don't want that dude. He ain't making no money. Oh, he ain't doing this, he doing that. They're the same type of guys that translated to ANU.
Honestly, when I reach out, and Dre, you better than me because I really don't call anybody unless I really, 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 really want you. But when I reach out to somebody, and this is nothing against the parent or the child, but like if they start telling me who all is recruiting them, okay, I hang up. I don't really care. Like I don't. I'm not interested because I feel like you're a child for one.
Oh, hey, Kowalski pulled out all his receipts on Twitter right now.
So that to me tells me that you're shopping. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not, and I'm not interested in that. Okay, cool.
I told my thing is I try to only even go after kids that I feel like I can help.
Yeah.
And I told the mom when I was talking to her today that I waited before I reached out to you. I didn't reach out to you immediately because I had to make some other calls and I had to make sure that we had kind of something a path that would work for you before I even reached out. Yes, your son will help us win games, but if I can't help him, then what difference did it make? Right. So I make those phone calls once I know for a fact that I can help a kid.
And most definitely, because that's why I was able to send you one of the kids, because I knew I could have reached out to other teams for this kid. But I'm like, okay, cool. You seen them actually play at one of your at the event.
Yep.
I got a relationship with the coach down there.
Yes.
So it was like that was like one of the perfect situations. Or you send them because I know what you can do. You can talk to certain schools, the NAIAs, the prep schools, the JUCOs, and different things like that. And I know you're gonna take care of the kid. Where I know I could put him in some other program, especially a South Georgia kid, because a lot of those kids get lost in the shuffle when they're not on the right team or program. Because it like y'all just said, it's always a kid up the street.
Right.
But kids like in Middle Georgia and South Georgia, they have to get on a team that somebody really is going to look out for them.
Get them up here and get them.
Yeah, it's going to get them up here. Make sure they get up here. Make sure they're plugged in. Because you can get really overlooked. It's so much talent up here in Atlanta. You can really get overlooked.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, you're gonna see. At least I hope a lot of South Georgia kids in man up uniforms this year, man. I love it. I love those guys, man.
Dre, if I would have answered your question probably like 3 summers ago, I'd be like, man, I don't know.
Hey, I can tell you right now, man, I don't know. Look, Dave will tell you, I don't count it until I see them suited up in a man-up uniform. Because man, kids, they do have options, and I ain't mad at them for having options. But I try to, again, always go after and talk to kids that I know I can help. And the kids that I like know that I like them because I've liked them for a long time. I don't just I'm not a here today, you know what I mean? I'm not a this is the new wave, this is the new kid type of kid. You know, it's guys that I've been watching play for a really long time. I was told another player that I've been watching since he played Deep South Blue Devils 5th grade, 6th grade, I think. I've been watching him. I like this kid since then that maybe coming to our trial. So like I typically have a certain type of player that I really like. So I try to go after the guys that I really like. So
What kind of player do you like, Dre?
you know, I had a parent call me today and tell me, he said, man, you should be proud. All of our kids play defense. Right? Like I look at Jelani, no matter what people say about Jelani, second leading rebounder on Marietta's team, second in blocks, second in steals. That's the type of stuff we believe in, man. Jackson Head, all-region player. They had him out there guarding A.J. White, man. What bigger compliment can you get from your coach than to say, A.J. White is your assignment when you play Chattahoochee, when you play Centennial. What's my man's name? The shooter for Centennial.
Centennial.
Logan Turner.
Logan Turner.
When you play Centennial, Logan Turner is your assignment. When you start getting those assignments as a player, like that's the biggest compliment that you can get from a coach. Yeah. So I like guys that we want to play fast. We're going to shoot a lot of threes. We're going to run. But I like guys that defend, that are willing to buy in and play team basketball. I'm not a come down every time, get your shit off type of coach. That's just not the type of basketball that I like. I
got a good question for y'all. When can you say, like, what are the rules for you to say this kid is on my alumni list? Because people been dropping a ton of players.
Oh my God.
Where I know they may just play with them in middle school or they just played in one tournament. Like, are we just saying, hey, you played this one weekend, you're on my alumni list? Like,
I mean,
what y'all got to say?
For me,
games.
since I'm not going to say 20 games, that's damn near half the season. But
to be an alumni, you should.
That's a lot of games. I think there's a few different rules to it. I think there's a few different aspects to it. Okay, because there's one kid on the edit that I posted the other day that did play with us for one weekend, right? And he's in the ACC. However, that one weekend he got a full mixtape, not done by me. So if anybody come back and say, well, damn, he ain't play. Well, actually he did. He got a whole mixtape and he got some tweets. So now, yes, he only played 1 week. He finished with a Nike team. Okay, we get it. The other kids, they played probably more than 20 games. And their recruitment was most likely handled by us. So that's kind of how I go off of it too. Like, well, if you didn't have anything when you came, but you got something when you left, you're an alumni.
All right. So you saying he played the entire summer with this one team. Then this one particular weekend, he played with you and he blew up.
No, he played the first weekend. Hold on. You talking about?
No, I'm talking in general.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So you know they play with. They just say they play with this one team in April, May, skip June, then July come.
Mm-hmm.
The last live period they play in July. Yeah, that's when he get his offer if we're at Emory or somewhere.
Right.
Is that kid on your alumni list?
He played on my team when he got the offers?
Yeah.
You're damn right.
Hey, Locke, I'm going to tell you an easy way to tell whether a kid should be on your alumni list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ask the kid who's his AAU team.
That shit.
Ask the kid who's his
No,
age.
hey, Montre got it. Montre got it.
Okay, no,
The
that's
kid will tell you where he.
No,
where
the kid. Hey, I like what Mondre said because the
Okay,
kid would know who rocks with him.
lock. So
I'm listening.
if you ask Robbie Armbruster what team he played with, what are you gonna tell you?
He gonna say Game Elite.
Oh, okay, he would say Game Elite, but the weekend before that he played with Aim High. The week before that he played with Georgia Kings. Like, so what you saying? That answer doesn't work. I don't think that works.
I think it 100% works. Ask the kid, because if you
Mondre got a point.
If you handle the kid recruitment and that kid knows that y'all put in work and got him offers, he's gonna, to me, most parents and kids are going to be loyal to that.
I give you a prime example. If we ask Joseph Scott who is his ANU team, who are you gonna say?
Sure, whoever got him his first offer.
All right. So, but who he played with the most?
Not me.
All right, but what team he's gonna say his ANU team?
I would think probably mine.
Exactly. So that's what Mondre is saying.
That's one scenario. Like, that's one case. Yes.
But we can't talk about a kid who jumped 3-4 ANU teams. Those kids, that's what they do. That's nothing new.
I mean, yeah, if you want to go off that, yeah.
The kid is going to tell you which organization felt like family to
Not
him.
only here's the thing regarding that. Not only, okay, so Joseph Scott played one weekend. He didn't have any offers. He played one weekend. Not only he didn't even play a full weekend. He played 2 games because the event was shut down. So he ain't played 20. He ain't played 5. He played 2. So as I say, it's kind of hard to go off of like the number of games and all that. I think it's a case by case.
That's definitely hard. But I definitely agree with you how, like you say, we basically start taking over his recruitment, sending him to workouts at colleges and stuff like that.
I think a lot of it is who kind of handles the recruitment. Now, does that mean that other people don't pick up the phone for that kid? They probably do, because that's what people do. They want to feel like, and this has nothing to do with him. I'm just saying in general, when a kid tends to blow up, people want to say, "Oh, well, I called so and so on his behalf." Well, that doesn't matter if he didn't have your jersey on.
Gotta ask the kid, man. Kid will tell you. Kid will tell you where it feel like family.
I like that, Mondre. Ask the kid.
Kid gonna tell you.
The kid gonna know where home is.
But that's cool though. But that doesn't mean I can't put him on the alumni edit. If the kid plays,
no, I'm not saying that. No,
I don't control what you put on the edit. I'm just saying.
You edit now. Yeah. Get your rocks off now. You got to
recruit. Isn't that part of what this topic is about? The alumni list.
I put like this. There's no rules.
I'm gonna say this. Just and how everybody looks at it is different. But last year we had a tremendous young talented player. Jalen Lee played for us, Rock, last year. I don't consider him a Man Up alumni.
Has he graduated high school?
No.
He's nobody's alumni.
And he played.
True.
So you're not,
right?
Wait. You can only post a alumni if they play 17U with you?
Right. How you gonna post an alumni kid that ain't in college?
Yeah, you got
Well, I wouldn't post an alumni of him now. I'm just saying when he graduates, I'm like, that's not gonna be a kid's name that I bring up.
When he graduates, I think it goes back to his last program that he played for.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense though.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense.
Look. Game Elite posted Ant-Man in the 8th grade.
If that's the case, I can go post Matthew Cleveland in the 8th grade.
I'm just saying that's what they did. So
I think it goes back, like I said, I think it goes back to the most recent team that the kid played with and finished with, and who helped him with his recruitment blow up the most.
Okay. So we had a kid, and I can talk about this kid because he's a grown man and he's in college. So we had Cavante Ivory from 5th grade to his junior year, and he left and went to play for Stackhouse, but he's the Stackhouse alumni. He's not a Man Up alumni.
When did he start receiving offers?
He received offers under us. He got bigger offers playing at Stackhouse, but he received offers playing with us.
I said that could be. I could put.
He's probably alumni, yeah.
I put it as alumni.
He played it. He played on.
You had him for 5th grade to then. You did all the development.
Hold on. So Drake, did he play for you guys at 17U or no?
He did not play with us 17U. He left us at 17U and played Stackhouse Elite.
He's a man up. I say he's a man up.
Yeah, I think
he's a man up because if you were a program for that long, I look at it like somebody like Kavon Moore. Kavon Moore will always be an Atlanta Express kid.
Always. Yeah.
He would never be anything else. He played on multiple teams, but he will always be an Atlanta Express kid.
So we giving Drake, we should expect Drake to start dropping these alumni edits soon because they coming. Go ahead, put them on there.
I'm not posting. We had Tyron Lawrence. I'm not posting that Tyron Lawrence's man up.
Morgan County?
When
he went to go play for the Celtics.
That's Myrna Stars kid.
He left us to go play for the Celtics, so I'm not posting that.
When did he leave you to go to play with the Celtics?
Spank left. We had him and his brother. We had Spank and Dip.
He left after his sophomore year.
So,
but
Dre, he didn't have.
Great, and I'm happy for him.
No. But Dre, he probably didn't have no offers back then, did he?
So offers determine who is an alumni and who is not of your program.
I think that's part of it.
I'm just trying to get to what the is not if it's not the number of games played, but it's the number of offers.
We've come to the conclusion that part of being on the alumni list is helping the kid with his recruitment. And of course, when you had him, he was younger, so he probably that wasn't really. I think,
but I don't put those edits out, and maybe I should, but I don't. But I don't have an edit with Josh Guilford on there. Josh Guilford, I don't think ever played for another AAU team. But I would not make Rock.
Dre, look, Dre, like with this year, you guys have 17U, and let's say you get some guys that drop down from a shoe team or something that weren't playing that much, and then they do well with you guys. They get a couple offers, and then they commit. That's alumni. Even if they only play one weekend.
I'm not putting a kid that play one weekend on our alumni list. I'm not. I'm not. It was good helping.
So you're telling me if the dude goes and plays on the radar, Chris Watkins and Sean Williams and Loxway and Willie OTR, whoever else they in that group chat, they drop a mixtape video on this kid with a man up jersey on. He then commits a couple weeks later. You're not going to put him on the edit?
Yeah, you got to drop him on the edit.
But see, Bryce, this is the thing too. This is the thing too. And we talked about this before, and I'll reverse this situation a lot. I asked the question of when it talks about credit, and people taking credit for a kid, which it happens a lot, and I don't have no problem with it. This is just having a discussion.
Different topic.
But I posed the question to say, hey, who deserves more credit? Right? You, who had some of these prolific players for a very long time, or the program that had them for a year or 2 years when they got into high school. Who deserves that credit? Like, is Matt Cleveland a Celtics alumni because he played with them 17U? What about the program for years?
He's both. He's hype. Yeah, he's both.
He is certified, stamped a Celtics alumni.
I don't think you can rip away but he played with hype. He's always gonna be Hype Hawks.
And he also played with Georgia exclusive, and he also played with Team Force. It doesn't, Dre. He is a Celtics kid. He finished with the Celtics.
Yeah, I'm with you, Dr. Love.
I'm not saying one game. I'm saying there are
one tournament.
Celtics. But Matthew played the whole summer.
The whole summer with the Celtics. I'm talking about Dre. If a kid plays one weekend with me and it doesn't work out with him, he doesn't get anything, he doesn't get any videos, obviously I can't put him on the alumni list if he then goes somewhere and does better and shit. I guess I can't really do that.
Because somebody like Robbie is not on the Georgia Canes alumni list. and he's played with the Georgia Canes multiple times.
Right. Robbie's played with us multiple times. I didn't put him on the edit that I just posted. I could have. I mean, and to me, it's not about taking credit. I'm not taking credit like the kid that
I'm not saying that you are either.
No, I'm just saying I don't look at it that way. I'm saying like either you played or you didn't. Do you want proof that the person played? I'm not taking credit for the kid's athletic ability and how good he is. All I'm saying is his recruitment might have been handled here. He might have played here. If you need me to give you a picture or a tweet or a video, I can show it to you. That's all I'm saying. So more than that, I'm not getting into it.
They telling me stop with the cap. What am I capping about? I've never dropped an alumni list at all. I've never dropped a list.
Hey, well,
let's get into some high school, man.
For me, and I'm gonna leave it at this. Any person that plays one weekend, one game, Friday night, y'all see me, or you may not see me, you may not pay attention to it. When I go over there in the corner and I start taking pictures of people on my iPhone, why do you think I do that? Now don't start see Dre. I know how you gonna do. You gonna start. I'm gonna see Dre on the corner.
I took more pictures of kids this year than I ever have during COVID. I took more pictures this year than I ever have. Got to post and promote, man. I ain't got no issue with it. We may differ on how we do it, when we do it, why we do it, but I ain't got no issue with it.
I mean, think about it, Dre. Like Tay Watson played on another team before he played with the Georgia Canes, but nobody knew who he was until he came with us. He's an alumni.
Big fact.
I'm not, and that doesn't mean he's not alumni of the other team, but he's still going on an edit. He alumni.
Yep.
So you can have your own rules.
Hey man, Twitter is really like going bad with this live feed, bro. I hope y'all move over to YouTube because like the pictures of your profile ain't even showing up no more. Like it's getting bad on Twitter right now.
They must be soon.
Shout out to all the watchers on Twitch. I see y'all out there. Hey, so we going over to GHSA. I hope y'all know y'all watching this, man. We don't plan any of this. Like, we don't have conversations about what we talk about before the show starts. Like,
we don't have enough time to do that.
So Locke, I want to start. I asked Bryce a question and he gave a phenomenal answer. And I'm sure you didn't watch the podcast, so you don't know what his answer is. So look, I asked Bryce, who do you feel like so far who would you say is the best team, overall team that you've seen in the state of Georgia? Who's the best team? I love Bryce's answer.
What did I say? Well, I'll let him answer first.
I got two
teams.
Honestly, I'm gonna end up regretting that answer after now. But go ahead.
Man,
why would you regret your answer, Bryce? Hey, go ahead.
Man, it's hard. It's hard. But number one, man, Milton. What?
That was Bryce's answer.
What? See? Hey man, great minds think alike. What
Bryce.
Milton is doing right now?
Yeah.
And that recent video I just seen of Kanan Carlisle, and you can tell he's been on that Vertimax. Man, they are scary. They are scary.
Yeah.
I would have Milton, Pebblebrook, and Pace.
Milton, Pebblebrook.
The thing about it is,
and Pace. Tell me,
the issue becomes a coin flip. That's why I'm saying. That's what I was saying. I might regret that.
Tell me, Locke, and Bryce chime in too. Milton, if we look at those three teams, Milton, Pebblebrook, and Pace, what is it about those three teams? And if we made them go head to head, who wins?
You know what? It's hard because you still got to think about McEachern.
That was my dark horse team, man.
That's
way better than what I expected them to be.
Man,
Way
it's
better
so-
than what I expected them to be.
Man, it's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. I just think Milton, man, it's like they just clicking on all cylinders, and they win big games. They win the games they supposed to win.
And they're extremely well coached, and they are
Yes.
all bought in, like their culture. And nobody sitting down on that bench with somebody. That stuff makes a difference in the playoffs.
Hey, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Are we disrespecting Grayson?
No,
Nah. Hold on.
But-
I didn't say Grayson, huh?
We did
But-
not even talk about Grayson last week. Are we being disrespectful?
I don't think so. I just think
Nah.
see,
That's
last
fine.
year's team was better than this year.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that. I don't know, Lock. This team they got this year is
They're good, but I just feel like with them not winning it, we kind of look at them a little funny.
no. Last year they were a lot more fun to watch. I think this year they might be just a more complete team.
All right, we'll see if they make it. They gotta make it to the state. They gotta make it to the finals.
Yeah.
But McKeitron, dude, Chance and Cameron McDowell.
Yeah, that's tough.
Problematic.
And then their other players are good too.
Oh, think about it. If Randy Brady would have stayed and not went to Hamilton Heights,
It's tough.
Yeah, they probably don't lose. Why did he leave?
man, I don't know, but that's some hell of a shit. That man left and went to another school and started hooping in the middle of the season and didn't tell nobody.
Nobody.
Just
This is
But-
interesting. Grayson has better wins this year than Pebblebrook. That's interesting.
Who? What Wednesday have this better?
Talk on it.
They had some good wins.
Nah,
They
I know.
had-
I'm saying, but which ones is he referring to? I'm just curious. I don't know.
So I'm looking. So Pebblebrook beat this year. Let's see. They only lost 3 games.
Mm.
They beat Newton. They played Newton again in the Sweet 16. They beat
Yeah.
Kale.
That's a good win.
They
That's
beat
tough.
Tri-Cities.
That's 2 tough wins.
They lost to Wheeler. They beat South Cobb.
That's
They
3
beat Grovetown. They beat McKeitron. I don't know.
I don't know. That's a hell of a strength of schedule right there, dude.
Yeah, they beat South Cobb twice. They lost to McKeitron.
I was gonna say something, but y'all gonna call me.
Don't
A hater.
say what you gotta say.
Oh, you gotta say what you gotta say.
Like I said, y'all gonna call me a hater. I'm not hating.
No, we ain't gonna call you a hater. Say what you gotta say.
Let's go pull up Grayson's schedule.
Please
I'm
do.
pulling it up now. Okay. Grayson. Grayson has wins. St. Francis, good win.
Record, first of all.
22-3, 8-0 in the region.
Damn.
They do got some very good wins. St. Francis, North Gwinnett, Sandy Creek, Gainesville.
That's 2 good wins. Those are 2 good ass wins.
Oh man, they beat Kale, they beat Wheeler,
Damn.
Austin Pace Academy, beat North Gwinnett again. North Gwinnett is good.
That's tough.
Good
Yeah.
wins.
Yeah, they
Beat
I guess
McKeitron, beat Newton. Oh man, beat Parkview.
Parkview. Are they good?
No, Parkview is solid.
Parkview's good.
Beat Newton again.
I think Parkview is gonna go to the Elite 8.
It can go. Oh, who Parkview got? Yeah, I see them going to the Elite 8. I think they could beat Newton more. Yeah, I think Jason Edwards can have another big time game.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see his strength of schedule in that, but I mean both of them are pretty good, man. I think that, like I said, I think I really do like Milton. I think that coin toss situation is gonna make
For the home court.
Yeah, home court is gonna be, even if it's, I mean, that might be the one game that Pebblebrook sell out. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? You never know what happens. Like it could be, it's tough to win in Pebblebrook. It's tough.
It is.
I don't care what the restrictions are.
No disrespect to the Hooch. That's a great win y'all had against Centennial too. No disrespect to the Hooch.
I think they got a chance too to go really deep. Really.
Man, that sits a.
Are we gonna talk? So are we gonna talk about Centennial's first round matchup?
Oh, against South Cobb, good win. Great win.
Also, I also wanted to that Denmark's loss to Norcross. Was it that who they played?
Yeah. I just feel like Denmark got set up. You go from 4A to 7A.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough loss. It's a good win for Norcross, and it's a tough loss for Denmark because Denmark is a really good team with two or three really. Hold on.
I didn't say it.
No.
I'm glad I didn't say it.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. That is not fair. Just because somebody loses in the first round doesn't mean it's not a good win.
That's not why.
If Duke loses in the first round of the March Madness tournament, beating them in the regular season it don't count. That ain't true.
See, and this is why I didn't want to say this, because people think that because me and Zacho are friends that I be hating on South Cobb, and I'm not. I don't. I swear I don't. I think Moultrie's a good coach. I don't be hating on South Cobb. But I said this at the beginning of the year. Remember when we was talking about South Cobb's schedule? Yeah. And I said, hey, this stretch of games right here is going to tell you everything they are. And I said it way before we before we really got into this. All right. And in that stretch, they beat Willer and they lost to everybody else. Like I don't think they're a bad team. I just didn't put them in that.
So what does that relate to?
I feel like y'all would feel like that Centennial beating South Cobb was a better win than Centennial beating River Ridge, and it's not.
I haven't seen River Ridge, so I can't answer that question.
It's not a better win.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't surprised that Centennial beat South Cobb the way they did.
I wasn't
surprised.
Centennial has a good team.
With Kyle Duncan, Logan Turner,
the young point guard is really good.
Manseer.
They have
Manseer. He's good.
Like Julian Nixon, who is no longer really a basketball player, but he can play basketball. He's going Division I football. Like they have a good team. It's
good team.
Yeah.
And
so we can't just. I don't think it's fair to talk about that as a not really as a good win. And
every win in the state tournament
everybody's good.
Every win in the state tournament.
Not everybody that makes the tournament is good.
So when I was about to make my comment, we were going through the schedule and we were naming off teams that Pebblebrook beat, and we was like, "Oh, this is a good win. This is a good win." That's when I had my sketch. But every win in the state tournament is a good win. But that's not the same South Cobb team that they had last year.
No.
But they're still very athletic. They still had some really good players.
Yeah.
It's some really tough Sweet 16s and 7A games that are going on. You got Newton. So I'm looking at the bracket. We got Parkview and Newton. Who y'all got?
I can't answer either one of those.
I'm taking Parkview over Newton.
I'm taking Parkview as well.
I'm taking Parkview over Newton.
You got Archer and Milton.
Oh my God. Hey man, look, I said this, that Archer Gainesville game.
Archer is tough. Archer is tough.
Archer Gainesville, and I said it, that Archer Gainesville was going to be one of the best games in the state tournament. And I think we got a great game, 2-point basketball game between Archer and Gainesville.
Hey,
good teams.
Archer's guards.
Makai Carter and Christian Drummer.
Got another
2022 kid.
They are going to defend. Archer is going to defend.
Archer's tough.
Archer has a chance to upset Milton.
I think
I don't see it, but they do have a chance.
I think Milton's going to come out because they're at home.
I don't think they can get them because I don't know if they have anybody in the middle, any bigs. Guard play, I think that guard play could probably hold their own, but I don't know if they have anything down low that's going to be able to contain Milton.
If Milton had to travel or if it was a neutral site game, then I would be a little more apt to maybe pick Archer. But Milton playing at home, I think
Milton got Milton. Yeah. I got Milton winning. Okay, Norcross and North Gwinnett.
I'm taking North Gwinnett.
I'm taking North Gwinnett as well.
North Connecticut is really good, and I would not. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if Jesse was able to pull something out of the bag. You know, Coach McMillan's a veteran coach. He's been here, you know, a lot. He's got a lot of experience in state tournament, but North Gwinnett is really, really good, bro.
All right, Newton and Pebblebrook.
Ooh,
I love this game because you got the young gun versus the vets.
You said Newton and Pebblebrook?
Yeah. Newton has nothing but young players.
Yeah, they ain't gonna beat Pebblebrook, bro.
They're not going to be, but I think it's going to be a really, really, it's going to be an exciting, fun game to watch because you got Stephon Castle, TJ Clark, and Newton. I forgot the athletic wing. I forgot his name.
That's true.
Yeah,
I think
it's going to be a very fun game to watch.
Pebblebrook's wins, a lot of times I've seen them this year, always come down to Tyler Shirley a lot of the time. And Tyler Shirley has been a dominating force in that high level.
Definitely. Most definitely.
I'm going to ask a question that's going to sound disrespectful that ain't disrespectful. Is Pat on the bench with George?
Probably. It's a playoff.
I'm taking Pebblebrook.
All right.
Two teams, and I asked that question because are we talking about everybody at full strength? That Pat is probably George's most trusted assistant. He's been with him for a long time. That's somebody that helps, you know what I'm saying, with adjustments and stuff like that. You want both teams to be at full strength in a game like this. Give me Pebblebrook.
Okay. All right.
Pebblebrook's at home.
Yeah. This is a fun game that I really do want to watch, and I don't think people are talking about it enough. Cherokee versus Birthmark.
I like Cherokee. That's tough. That's gonna be a good one.
Man, I don't know.
Hey, Cherokee.
I thought about this earlier. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Dude, I feel you, but you got Malik Ewing. Ryder is starting back to play well.
I'm gonna go.
You got
with
the shooter at Birthmark.
It's gonna be tough though. But I think I would go with Birthmark too. Yeah,
that's a really good game. I don't think we talk about that
but
game
if they let that boy go on Xavier get off, they're gonna be in for a long night.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Birthmark should win this game going away. And when I say going away, I'm just saying I think they win by more than 10 points.
Right then.
Okay.
I think they win by more than 10 points. I think the guard play, depending on how they handle the situation, that the guard play for Birthmark should win out. You know, but will they pressure? Will they defend? How the ref's going to call the game? You know, or do they call it tight? Let them play. All those things impact.
That's true. Owens can go for 30.
Yeah, we've seen it.
That's the first hand.
Yeah. And I'm not hating on Cherokee. I just think if you ask me, Birthmark by 12, right? Is it a blowout? But
it's comfortable win if you win by 12.
12. I think they win by 12.
I'd go with Birthmark.
Yeah, I got Birthmark too. North Paulding versus Tift County.
Hey, can I talk about how shocked I was that North Paulding beat East Coweta?
Please do. Y'all talked about South Cobb, so please, you got to talk about
that. They beat them by 13.
Comfortable.
That was a comfortable win.
Comfortable.
I got Tift County. It's hard to win there. They're going to Tift.
You ain't winning. Nah,
it's hard to win in Tift County.
They gonna throw them shirts on them.
Nah, it ain't even that. Hey man, we ain't doing no COVID restrictions down south.
They ain't doing no COVID restrictions at North Paulding either.
Hey, we packing it out.
I live down the street from them. Ain't no
packing it out.
It's hard to win in Tift, Dre.
It is.
I'm going with Tift. I
got Tift as well. Okay, this the juggler. McEachern versus Grayson.
Grayson.
Ooh.
Grayson or I say Grayson, and I'll say it quickly. Grayson. And I will acknowledge that McEachern has surpassed all of my expectations for them. Cam McDowell is so great
Dude,
bringing a team together. Came
that
down
was
to
a good pickup for UGA.
You
I
ain't
had
say
my
that at
doubts.
first. You ain't say that at
No,
first.
I just said I had my doubts.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
I had my doubts, but the last 2-3, like last 4 or 5
Hey.
games that I watched, I'm like, man,
Man, Cameron
what a
Dow
great
is the
pickup.
truth. That man,
Huh?
that was a great pickup. That dude is the truth, bro.
So hold on, I just got informed Berkmar already beat Cherokee in the Jerry Cook Classic.
That don't mean nothing. That
I picked Burkmar going away.
that was in December. That doesn't mean anything. It's
All
February.
right. So who y'all
got
got? You got Grayson?
I got Grayson, and I'm gonna say Coach Pierce doesn't get enough credit for his players performing well in college.
So Dre, you are going to go. You're gonna choose Grayson over McEachern, and did McEachern do win a state championship?
Grayson's playing at home too.
Yeah.
If you notice, I'm giving the room to.
Honestly, I really don't. I don't know, bro.
I don't know either. I don't know.
Because if Cam McDowell has a Cam McDowell day,
Why don't we know?
because it's just
Cause it's just
thing to happen.
man.
Man, y'all be doubting Pierce, bro. Like,
No. We're doubting Pierce. Pierce is a great coach.
No, dude, no.
But
McEachern, they got
you got McEachern, McMahon,
they got some dudes,
bro. We haven't talked about McEachern a lot this season, but they
so
have
y'all know
won
Grayson
games.
beat McEachern already.
Yes, but this is different, Dre. Like,
Hey, that's disrespectful, bro. Don't do that. Coach Thompson's done a great job this year.
I think if Grayson, I think Grayson has a little bit of an edge because they have bigs down low, but you could put like somebody like Bobby Moore on the big. You know what I mean? So I don't. It just depends on the scheme, and it depends on. I really don't know, dude.
I would never put anything past Cam McDowell. I would not. And Coach Thompson is getting after it. So I don't want to just act like
didn't Grayson McEachern play in the Thanksgiving OTR event?
Yeah,
Grayson won.
McEachern had some tough losses and some good wins.
Some good wins. Well,
Lost it, beat Milton. Lost.
Hey, but we gotta keep going. We got a lot of bracket left to.
Yeah, we do gotta keep going. Okay. I have Collins Hills versus Discovery.
I'm taking Discovery. First time I'm not picking a home team.
Discovery.
I'm gonna go with Collins Hills.
Discovery's been beating everybody on the low this year without even y'all even paying attention to it.
I'm gonna just go against the grain. Okay. Let's move on to 6A. I was so shocked that this team lost, but I'm looking forward to it. But first, before I get to that, Tucker went down to Valdosta and beat Valdosta by 4. Now they playing Evans.
Woo! That's tough.
Tucker and Evans.
I'm taking Evans.
I'm taking Evans as well.
A lot of shooting. Gonna be a lot of great shooters in this game.
We should be writing this down, but I'm gonna take Evans as well.
Oh, I know my picks.
I know mine too. I'm just saying we should be writing down to see who.
All right. So, and then they have to go to Evans. It's gonna be hard to win in Augusta.
Tucker's tough, though. Tucker's tough.
No, they are. They beat a good Valdosta team by 4. Okay, Centennial and Wynneberry. That's a good game. That's a really good game. That's a really well coached game.
Well, what guards does Wynneberry have?
I don't know the guards, but they got the 2 big kids.
I think it's gonna be
superior guard play usually trumps bigs. I'm gonna go with Centennial.
Yeah, but man, if you can zone them up, you can try to slow them down. Man, there's some things that you could do to try to stay in front of those guys.
Bro.
I might have. I'm gonna look at. I'm just intrigued on Wynneberry's schedule.
Those dudes are huge. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying if Centennial's guards, Logan, Kyle, and other dude, if they come out and play.
One thing I can say about Wynneberry, they played in a tough region where you had Lanier and Shiloh in their region. That's a tough region. So they're going to beat now. They didn't win any of those games.
Hey, you know me. In this one, I'm going Centennial. I'm sticking with the home team. To me, when you got home court advantage in a game like this, man, you can go and get wins. I'm going Centennial.
I'm gonna have to go with Centennial as well. Dang. Okay.
Wheeler Lanier. Wheeler's on the road going to Lanier.
Hey man. Andrew McConnell.
Hold on, who is it? Who? We got Wheeler going to Lanier.
Yep.
Hey man, Andrew McConnell. You got Isaiah. You got Makai versus Isaiah, Turtle, and you got Caleb, Max Harris, Javon Gamery coming off the bench playing pretty well. That's tough. That's tough.
You gonna go against Wheeler?
Man, dude, they're both good coaches.
It's hard for me to go against Wheeler in the playoffs.
Drew, I don't know why they're taking so long to make this pick. I love both coaches. I love both teams. Wheeler by 9.
My guy's gonna be mad at me if I go with Wheeler and they was on my AAU team, so I'm just not answering at all.
Hey man, I did not say Grovetown was going to win it all. I said they would make some noise. I didn't never say they was going to win it all. Not in 6A.
Grovetown lost in the first round.
Yeah, they did. That was the upset by Brown.
Grovetown got screwed though, man. Is Jay Gant back playing from his GHSA? I don't think so. So until that kid got back on the floor, I'm not like Grovetown got screwed.
So we got North Atlanta versus Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill's at home versus North Atlanta. And I'm going to go with Richmond Hill.
I haven't seen Richmond Hill play.
I haven't seen them.
They got a solid tradition on winning big games. So
hey, while we're talking about Lanier, to me, the future is bright at Lanier. Their freshmen and sophomores are fantastic. The future is bright at Lanier. So I may not have picked them to win this game, but their 2023 and 2024s are incredible. They're going to be just fine.
All right. So now we have Buford versus Chattahoochee.
Chattahoochee.
I'm going to the Hooch.
Chattahoochee.
I'm going with Baby Hibachi.
Yeah, that's no brainer.
I'm going with Hibachi.
Lee County, Brunswick.
Dude, Lee County just try Langston Hughes.
This is a really good game. This is a high level outside the metro game. Because Brunswick is known to win big games in the playoffs. But that kid, MJ Taylor, recently just got off from Fort Valley. He is cooking. He dropped. I meant to say this on Sundays, but I missed the show. He had 41 in the region playoff championship. Then came back in the first round and dropped 23 on Langston Hughes. And in Lee County, the gym is going to be packed. Super packed. So I got Lee County going over Brunswick. But Brunswick is a tough team. They beat Grovetown. That was a good win. Really good win.
Very good.
All right. Oh, don't got no Heritage Boys versus Westlake.
Bryce, go ahead.
Westlake.
Hey, want to put a wing plate on it? Because I got
yes.
We can put a 10-piece on it. All flats, lemon pepper.
Sounds good.
Mild lemon pepper.
Sounds good to me. I've seen them play defense at Montreux tournament.
Hey, what's the kid name, man? What's the kid name?
Westlake got some players. Don't sleep.
No. What's his name?
Keep going while you're thinking about that lock. Shiloh, and Kale.
I got Shiloh. I have Shiloh.
Shiloh lost to Lanier in the region championship, bro.
Wow.
Bro, Bro, have you seen Shiloh play?
Wow. You getting killed out of here though?
Nah,
Okay.
Nah, I'm not getting Cal out
Yeah,
of here.
Gaddis, bro, that kid, oh my
Westlake has
Oh, he's a
That
goon.
man had a triple double last.
got Jalal. They got
Jalal,
a bunch of good role players. Christian was region all first team for Westlake. That shit, they gonna be
bro,
all right.
you know why I'm going with Shiloh? Because Shiloh is not gonna get affected by that hooping and hollering. Like they're gonna do good, but man, Shiloh,
They gotta
that
stop.
point-
You got the thing about beating Kelly is you have to beat them, and not only that, you have to be able to contain Scoop for 4 quarters. That shit's difficult.
bro. I just seen a team contain a pro last night and they won. So
Ooh,
Westover, they ain't contained Quays. He had 27, but they still won. So it's possible.
it's possible, but yeah, I mean, yes, they just got out of the first round. They only won by 2 points. That's probably a wake up call for them. I don't see Shiloh beating them. Don't see it.
All right, let's go to 5
It
days.
was a tough call getting out of the first round. Came down to the last possession of the game.
That happens all the time.
All right. So 5A, we got Locust Grove versus Tri-Cities.
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 Yeah, I'm going Tri-Cities.
Because you know what? I don't feel like good win for Locust Grove, but Warner Robinson should have won that game. They beat Warner Robinson by 2 at home.
Tri-Cities.
Blessed Trinity, St. Pius. I'm going St. Pius.
Yeah.
I haven't seen either, but I'm gonna go with St. Pius too, based off the history.
All right. Villa Rica versus Clark Central.
I haven't seen either of these teams.
Clark Central's good out of Athens. I haven't seen Villa Rica much, but me just knowing some kids on Villa Rica. I mean, not Villa Rica, on Clark Central. I'm gonna just go with Clark Central.
Tell me you picking Dutchtown in the next game, Lock.
Man,
Tell
you
me,
good? You got back, man.
tell me you rolling with the town, Lock, in the
Come
next
on,
game.
man. Come on. I should have worn my shirt. Come on, man. Come on, man. I had 2 people ask me who was Coin Card tonight, man, earlier today. Come on. Come
They
on,
better get to
man.
know that name. They better get to know that name.
All right.
Lithonia and Chapel Hill. I'm trying to speed us up a little bit, or else we're gonna be all night.
No, you're right. I got Chapel Hill.
I agree, Lock. Chapel Hill. Woodward and Veterans.
Hey, man.
Woodward.
We got to put more respect on TJ Grant's
Too
name.
much TJ Grant. You fucking
We
right.
got
Lock.
to put, hey, man, they're undefeated. Veterans has not lost a game.
Woodward.
Woodward. Oh, man, we could bet them salmon tacos at Coop Spot for that.
That's a fact. Hey, let me in on that. Let
Hey,
me in on that. I'm taking Veterans too, dog.
And a Regal.
I'm taking Veterans too.
Okay. Forest Park, Eagles Landing.
Eagles Landing.
Landing. Eagles Landing is winning this whole thing. If we want to talk about it.
Really?
Hey,
You
man.
taking Eagles? You think? Okay, I think Tri-Cities or Veterans going to win it.
I like Eagles Landing too.
Eagles
know what?
Landing, tough, dog. And don't get me wrong, Tri-Cities, Eagles Landing will be a great matchup. Tri-Cities, Veterans will be a great. I'm sorry, Eagles Landing and Veterans will be a great matchup. I'm taking Eagles Landing for this whole bracket.
We can just
That's
stop.
good. All right. Decatur, New Manchester.
New Manchester at home. I'm taking New Manchester.
I ain't seen Decatur at all. I don't know.
New Manchester got a 2024 kid that I want to get out and see.
Okay.
Good player.
Now we're in my favorite bracket, 4A.
How is 4A your favorite bracket?
Because it got all the South Georgia teams. Dude.
That's so trash, bro. Come on, Locke. Go ahead.
All right. You got Doherty and New Hampstead. I got
Take
Doherty.
Mm-hmm. This is where I stop answering.
I'm taking Doherty. I've seen him
All
play.
right.
I like the way Doherty plays.
All right. You got Cedartown versus Fayette County. I'm going to go with Fayette County on this one. They got a pretty good squad.
You gonna pick against your kids? Cedar Shoals against Stevenson, Locke? You gonna pick against your kid?
You know what?
Say it. I want to hear you say it.
Man,
I love putting pressure on Watt. Pick
I've
against
been
the
talking.
Kings, man.
I've been
Come on, make the
man.
choice.
Cedar shows one
Yeah, I know.
region. Hey,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know.
all right. For personal reasons,
I can't do it. Look at him. Look
I
at him.
want Stevenson to win.
Sell out. Sell out. Come on, man.
But I got Cedar Shows winning that game.
I do too. Chase Ballard for a fantastic player though.
All right. Westover and Spencer.
Next.
Westover.
Westover's winning that game. Next.
Bro, you know what's crazy though? Well, no, I don't even want to talk about this shit. Man, forget that. Dude, I found out there are new rules in GHSA. If you have home court advantage, you can decide if you want to play Friday or Saturday.
Coach
What?
said he not giving you. He giving y'all less break. He playing on Friday, bro.
Yeah.
That
If
less-
you have home court, you get to decide whether you're gonna play Friday and Saturday.
Check this out. Check this out.
Is that why all these
Westover,
games is Friday night?
yeah, check this out. Westover played last night in Westside Macon against Kowalski, who, hey, different.
We know.
So, technically, more than likely, you would think they're going to play Spencer on Saturday.
Yeah.
They changed the game to Friday. Spencer can change the game on when they want to play.
That's crazy. But okay.
So instead of Westover getting 2 days to prepare, they only have today to prepare, and they're playing Spencer tomorrow. And Spencer played their game Tuesday.
Wow.
Yep. But I just found that out today with the new rules.
Hey, the rest of these picks gotta be speed picks. We got 2 seconds to answer, or else
right.
we ain't gonna get through the bracket.
McDonald or Mays? I got Mays.
I'm taking Mays too.
All right. Carver, Columbus, Monroe. It's gonna be Monroe and Westover in the state championship.
Am I gonna disagree with Monroe and Westover? I don't know that Westover just beat Cedar Shows like it. I don't know that, but okay.
We gotta get through.
We'll get through it. And
no,
Miller Grove is down here too. But okay, go ahead. Rock out.
Yeah. Hardaway, Baldwin. I'm gonna go
Baldwin.
with Hardaway out of Columbus.
I'm
Pretty
going
good. Yeah, I love Miller Grove. I'm gonna go with Miller Grove.
I'm going Miller Grove at the bottom too.
Miller Grove guards are really, really good. Zaire Green's really good.
Really good.
All right. 3A, we got Lone County versus Johnson Savannah. Johnson Savannah.
Same.
White County versus Sandy Creek.
Sandy Creek. Yep.
Cherokee Bluff, Hart County. I'm going with Hart County.
I'm going with
with Hart County. We can put some wings on that. Thompson versus Peach County. Don't know much about those two teams.
Yeah, I don't know either.
All right, you got Salem versus Dawson County. I'll probably just go with Salem.
I'm going with Salem too.
Windell Forest versus Appling County. I'm gonna go with Windell Forest. Windsor Forest.
Yep, I'm there.
Forest, yeah. They got a guard is really, really, really good. Shamar Norman, really good. American Sumter versus Cross Creek.
I'm going Cross Creek.
Going with the Sumter. Georgia Atlantic, GACS. I guess it's Georgia Atlantic Christian. Well, no, that's the private school.
Greater Atlanta Christian.
Greater Atlanta Christian, yeah. Versus Lafayette.
Hey man, VAC has a great player, Josh Fulton. Don't sleep on oh man, they got another guard that I'll come back and tell you that, but we're gonna keep moving.
Yep. Okay, we got Westside Augusta versus Washington County. Probably just gonna go with Washington County. Columbia versus Callaway. I'm gonna go with Columbia. Lovett versus Elbert County. Don't know much about those two teams, but if I just pick, I'll just go with Lovett. Laney versus Swainsboro. That's gonna be a fun game to watch. Swainsboro always have a tough team.
They do.
I always end up in the Final Four. Cause didn't they win last year? Or did they make it to the state? But Swainsboro winning that game. You got Model versus what? Arabian County. Model. This is a game that I'm intrigued about. Woodville Tompkins versus Thomasville.
Good basketball game right here.
Good game. Really,
Come on,
really
Lee.
good
Let's
game.
go get it done, Coach.
Oh man, I'm going with the Ville, man. I'm going with Coach
me
Tillman, Thomasville.
Oh man, I'm going Woodville Tompkins.
Okay.
Let's go get it done, man.
Yeah, you got Toombs.
Also.
You got Toombs County versus Butler. Probably just go with Butler. Banks County versus Pace Academy. No need to answer that.
Oh wow. Hey, so look, will we get Pace Lovett in the championship game? Possibly. And is that if we get that, is that interesting?
That's not in the championship. No, they would be in the championship. Dude, I still got hope in Swainsboro.
Christian Anderson is a good guard for Lovett. That he's just a freshman, so hasn't been talked about a whole lot, but he's a player. He's a real player. Got the 7-footer, Mutombo. Could be interesting.
Baldwin County is playing well, but they put out Westover last year, so I ain't going for them.
Baldwin County gonna keep smashing too.
No, they're a good team. They played in this nice region. I doubt some of you guys know these teams. I will. Some of them. You got Pelham versus Portal. Just go with Pelham. Best Academy versus Chattahoochee County or Chat County. Just go with Chattahoochee County. You got Warren County versus Towns County. Towns County. Mitchell County versus Irwin, going with Manny Harris at Mitchell County. You have Social Circle versus Hancock Central. I'm gonna go with Hancock Central.
I'm with you on that.
You got Lanier County versus Terrell County. I'm gonna go with Terrell County. You got Turner County versus Dublin, which is gonna be a good game, I think. But I'm gonna go with Dublin. They got the tradition. Lincoln County versus Drew Charter, and we going with Drew Charter. Now, 1A Private Boy is my second favorite league.
This is your second favorite?
Yes.
Rock out.
So you have Stratford Academy versus, I guess, Savannah
City Day. Savannah Country Day.
Day.
Yeah.
That's really a tough one. But if I had to go with it, I would go with Stratford Academy. You got Darlington versus Holy Innocents. Holy Innocents.
Come on, Mario Mays. Let's get it done.
St. Francis versus Galloway. Got St. Francis. You got Trinity versus Green Forest.
Hey, don't sleep on Galloway School.
I'm not sleeping on Galloway, but I just don't. Now that they figuring stuff, I just not going against just Jusane Holt and Seth Hubbard. And you got Kai Simmons.
Seth Hubbard is hurt though. Unfortunate, man.
Oh, really? Dang, it sucks.
Got an injury, won't be in that game.
Okay. Well, you can't go against Jusane Holt and Kai Simmons.
Yep.
Trinity Christian versus Green Forest. Man, that guy. What's the guard name? You got Jalen Jackson. You got Chris Cormier. Oh, he's good. He's really good. Chris Cormier. Chase Cormier, I'm sorry. All right, you got Athens Academy versus Christ Heritage. Don't know much about those. Savannah Christian versus First Presbyterian. Mondre, you know anything about those guys?
No, they beat the team I knew. Heritage Noonan was over there. And they beat them. Whitfield Academy lost, which I knew players on their team. So Savannah Christian has to be good because I know some of the players for Whitfield and they're pretty good. So I think I'm gonna take Savannah Christian.
Southwest Atlanta Christian versus Pacelli.
Come on, CB and Pacelli, dog. I'm going Pacelli.
I got Pacelli winning the state. I got it.
It's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be tough, but hey, they got the size, they got the coaching. You know, they got a vet, man. You got Providence versus
Mount Pisgah.
Mount Pisgah. Yep. I'm going Providence. Oh, hold on. I might need Providence and St. Pacelli in the Elite Eight. That would be a tough ass game. That would be a tough ass game.
Agreed.
Andre.
Agreed.
That's a game I wouldn't mind. And then who would be home though? That's what I want to know. Who would be at home? I don't mind making that drive to Columbus.
While we talking about the drives that you don't make, being that we kind of have gone through the brackets, what game are you going to Friday? Or Saturday?
I'm being on the radar tournament Saturday. I'm going to Westover and Spencer.
I'm going to Centennial and Wanderbarrow. I
Good
haven't
game.
hadn't had a chance to see Wanderbarrow all year. We know those kids. We kind of follow them, but I haven't had a chance to watch them play. So I'm going to see Centennial Wanderbarrow.
I gotta go to the country, man. I gotta go to Columbus. I gotta go down there. It's gonna be. I'm gonna have me a fresh outfit. I'm getting a haircut.
Man up trials on Saturday, man. So I can't be at games on Saturday. We'll be in the gym.
Where Bruce at, man? Bruce
Evaluating. Hey, man, that's what happens, man. You get high dollar, high class, you gotta go. But man, that's our show. I hope everybody enjoyed it. You can
I
always,
enjoy my predictions.
you can always tweet Lock at Lock's Way and dog him out for his predictions if he didn't pick your school. He take it personal. If he didn't pick your school, take it personal. If I didn't pick your school, don't take that personal. I didn't mean it. But dog Lock out.
Don't take it personal, man. Just get better.
Hey, man, we'll see y'all in the streets. Hey, listen, one thing to look out for after this state tournament is over, we'll be back to showing kids highlights on the show. That's something that we want to go back to. We're going to try to help as many kids as we possibly can. This is Love of the Game Podcast. It's episode 80. Can you believe it? Be prepared for something special for our 100th episode, which we've probably already hit twice, but we stopped counting. But we're counting this time, and we're going to keep counting. So episode 100, y'all going to get something great. But until then, man, y'all take care of yourself. Be easy. Wear your mask. Do everything that you're supposed to do. Stay healthy so we can continue to get through the state tournament. So,
Dr. So now, Brace.
yeah, we done. This is Love the Game Podcast. We love y'all. Good night.